time is 5 o'clock on this Thursday evening, February the 1st, 2018. It is time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening, February 1st, 2018. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. The time is 5 o'clock on this Thursday evening. Top story Peter Channel 5 o'clock news is the latest on the police activity at the Norton Glen. An update from Norton Police. They're going to be clearing the chili at the Norton Glen area, and there is deemed safe so people can go back in their homes. As Norton Police responded to the apartment complex late Thursday morning, as dozens of law enforcement officers, many armed with rifles, descended on the apartment complex Thursday morning. But 5 hours later, they cleared the scene after determined no one was in danger. Norton Police officers responded to the Norton Glen apartments complex about 11:22 a.m. on Thursday after receiving information about someone who was barricaded in one of the apartments. Boston Police received the initial information, contacted town police. The complex, which was located on Norton Glen Road, is off Route 123, less than a quarter mile from the Fenner Street in Easton. Police have asked the residents to please stay inside a message of the department's Twitter account at 12:23 p.m. They all said it was for police activity, yet no vehicles have been lost when were landed in the complex for hours, and the residents at least 4 buildings were asked to shelter in place. The Southeastern Massachusetts Metropolitan Law Enforcement and Council SWAT team, as well as local and state police, responded to the scene and prepared to focus on one in that apartment. But after hours on the scene, police said their search was negative and they soon after cleared the complex, and the police situation also affected school dismissal, meaning bus stop for Norton Glen. Students living in that complex were held at school with adults until the situation was over. In other news, Trump expected to approve release a memo following redactions requested by intelligence officials. In Los Angeles, in Westlake District, 2 students shot at Salvador Castro Middle School when in critical condition. 12-year-old girl is in custody. Alphabet cracks $1 billion in annual revenue as advertised in soars. Romney Megan Senate race announcement in 2 weeks. TV sleuth claims hijacker was CIA operative. FBI has fought out line about the case. Michelle Obama tells Ellen to figure out what they're saying in Washington. In Afghanistan, an unwinnable war, what's the best loss to hope for? Deep scars as truck drives across Peru's 2,000-year-old NASA lines. In South Africa gold mine, about 950 workers trapped underground. China Vatican deal on bishops ready for signing. 52 major news stories. 31 days, 1 month in Trump's Washington. Better cold snow forecast for the eastern U.S. over the next several days. Mansion fires up back after Pence attack, and this is why. The man accused of driving a van in a group of Muslim worshippers outside of London Mosque last summer was convicted Thursday of murder and attempted murder. A former maritime minister and vice minister were arrested and charged with an investigation into the cause of the civil ferry sinking. Catalan leaders are pushing further. Former President calls Puigdemont to step aside from the government to make way for new leadership. Kenya's High Court suspended the government in order to shut down 3 TV stations in the country over Raila Odinga's unofficial inauguration broadcast. Massachusetts law banning the purchase and possession of bump stocks went in effect on Thursday. Special counsel Robert Mueller was granted delay in the sentence of the former advisor Michael Flynn due to the status of the Russian investigation. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency announced a proposal to spend $236 million to partially excavate the Westlake landfill Superfund site near St. Louis. President Trump traveled to West Virginia Thursday to deliver a speech to Republican lawmakers to retreat there. 1 seriously injured in crash on Interstate 495 in Mansfield. White House top premature Kennedy fan said, "Slowly commute expected Friday as more winter weather moves into the Attleboro area." Starbucks hopes this new product will jolt sales. Airbnb CFO departs amid tensions leading an IPO timing unclear. And why eBay abandoned PayPal for a small European competitor. Okay, look at that. Stocks now up 37.32 points to 26.86.71. SP 5 down 1.83 at 20.21.98, and Nasdaq down 25.62 at 72.85.86. SpaceX gears up to finally actually launch a Falcon Heavy. Synchronized galactic orbit challenges our best theory of how the universe works. Very old, very sophisticated tools found in India. The question is who made them? A cancer vaccine is completely eliminating tumors in mice. CDC to cut by 80% efforts to prevent global disease outbreak, and teen girl dies after being initially tested negative for flu, and Fake and fake pot leads to 2 U.S. Army deaths and dozens of hospitalizations. Children's Star Beers 503 and take a look at New England Inland Reporter, the Manchester Observer motor vehicle accident. Children's Star 504 on this Thursday evening. Sign off for a sports report. The Boston Bruins will be at the Garden tonight. Hang on, the St. Louis Blues game time 7 o'clock. And Rob Gronkowski has been cleared to play in Super Bowl 52 on Sunday against the Philadelphia Eagles. What needs to happen for Rob Gronkowski to play in Super Bowl 52? Why? Buck Keppel, perhaps the biggest bust in MLB history, 7-8 weight at age 26, and shares your distrust from UPMC headed home. Peter Chilton News Time. Approaching 5:05 on this Thursday evening, and it is time now for a Peter Chilton traffic and transit check. Beep beep! Let's take you on the MBTA where Fitchburg train 493, 3:59 p.m. from outbound and 5 minutes late en route to West just to do a switch issue. Greenwich train 083, 4:52 p.m. from South Station, not yet departed South Station to mechanical issue. Updates to follow, and the ferries they are looking good. Alright, look at the highways and byways of New England on this Thursday evening, 95, southbound side. It is slow from Pawtucket to downtown Providence, 95 on northbound side, slow in downtown Providence, 95 at the northbound side, back between 34 Walktown to Cranston, and 146 on the northbound side. It is slow around 99 in Lincoln all the way to North Smithfield, Jamestown, Newport, and Mountain Oak bridges are all looking good. 195 westbound side, slow between East Brunswick to downtown Providence. 28 on the northbound side, also on Borden Bridge southbound side. It is a little slow. 495 on both ends back from the Middleborough stretch. 24 on the southbound side, back between 495 and Raynham all the way to Route 44. 24 stepping over between 120 and Canton all the way to Route 27 in Brockton. 95 on the southbound side, slow between 120 and Canton all the way down to Route 1 in Sharon. 128 on the southbound side is back between Route 1 and all the way to the Braintree Split. 120 on both ends is backed up between 24 and Randolph and the Braintree Split. Southern Expressway on southbound side, it is back between the Mass Pike and the Braintree Split. Northbound side is back between Quincy and all the way down to Dorchester. Mass Pike westbound side is back between Newton and all the way, and the Natick Mass Pike eastbound side is back to Newton Corner. Mass Pike and both ends back between Lowdale Road down to South Boston, and 93 both ends downtown Boston is backed up. 93 at the northbound side, it is backed up between St. Bridge, Boston, all the way to Medford. 120 at the northbound side is backed up between Route 3 and Burlington all the way to Route 20 to Redden. 93 at the northbound side, it is backed up between Stoneham all the way to Wilmington. 3 on the southbound side. It is so the Bill Wicker stretch and 123 on the northbound side, so between 120 Burlington and Bill Wicker. And then Hipperton after Route 485 and all. 93 on the northbound side, it is slow between 125 and Andover all the way to Methuen. 29 westbound side is back between 190 and Route 9 in Worcester. And 91 the northbound side is back between 57 and Agawam down there. 291 in Springfield, 291 on the southbound side, slow around 91 in Agawam. 84 on both ends back to the downtown Hartford stretch. 91 on both ends back between South Windsor and downtown Hartford, Connecticut. And 84 west Route 9 westbound side is back to around I-84 Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound and eastbound side slow to Waterbury stretch. Merritt Parkway eastbound side is back up after Route 7 in Norwalk, and 95 at the northbound side. It is so between Stamford all the way down around Bridgeport and Hipperton on both ends between West Haven and New Haven, Connecticut. And 395 at the northbound side slow so around Route 6 in Killenly, Connecticut. And 93 on the southbound side, also hooks the toll plaza. 295 southbound side is backed up around the Falmouthburg on the Portland Main on both ends. And Interstate A79 southbound side, also Canadian New York, Vermont. 91 the northbound side, also before the Canadian border in northern Vermont. And onwards 15 and 55, so in southern Quebec after the U.S. border. Channel News Time is 5:07 on this Thursday evening, and it is time now for a weather report, and it turned out to be a fantastic start to the month of February. We had beautiful sunshine and wonderful temperatures around the region, as it felt like a day in late March, as it was in the 40s for the region, and it was nice out tonight. I even took a walk out to Lake Maspog, and I saw a few joggers jogging along Maspog Avenue in Sharon, taking advantage of the weather. But tomorrow we may get some rain and snow tomorrow, and then we'll have some falling temperatures for today tomorrow. All right. Looking at the current conditions in Norton, Massachusetts at 5:09. 40 degrees at temperature, dew point about 31, humidity 72%, and the barometer 29.89 inches. All right. Taking a look at the current conditions around the region. It's 43 in Boston and in Taunton, 46 in Norwood, 39 in New Bedford, it's 43 in Plymouth, 41 in Falmouth, and in Moffattville, 39 in Nantucket and Chatham and Provincetown, and 39 is the water temperature, and 39 in Worcester, 45 in Fitchburg, 41 in Providence, 43 in Quonset, it's 43 out in Springfield, 37 in Greenfield, 34 in North Adams, 36 in Pittsfield, it's 41 out in Hartford and in Danbury, 37 in Waterbury, and Meriden, and 39 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 39 in Vermont, 37 in Burlington, Vermont, 34 in Montpelier, Vermont, 18 above in Washington, New Hampshire, 36 in Portland, Maine, 34 out in Laconia, New Hampshire, and in Keene, New Hampshire, 36 in Concord, and Javon, New Hampshire, 41 in Manchester, and Nashville, New Hampshire, 44 degrees up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. All right, taking a look at the current map situation around the country shows high pressure ridges covering much of the intermountain west region and Idaho and Montana and southern Oregon, and low pressure ranges covering much of the intermountain west and high pressure up in the northern Dakota, and warm front stretching a line from southern British Columbia all the way down in the Central Plains states, and another stationary front throughout the Four Quarter region, and merged with a cold front from Texas all the way up into Ohio, and this is going to be our front for tomorrow. It's going to bring us the cold air after we get the rain and snow late tonight and tomorrow. It's cold front from Indiana, stretching to Michigan and stretching to eastern Quebec and station front in the northern Quebec. And a front from western New York State down for the Carolinas, and another one from Nevada down through Arizona, and another front down for the California coast, and a low pressure ridges down around Texas, and front from southern Texas all the way down for the northeastern portion of Mexico. 31 degrees in Detroit, 41 in Pittsburgh, 44 in New York City, 52 in Washington, D.C., 61 out in Atlanta, Georgia. It is 35 in Miami, Florida, 82 in Brunswick, Texas, 65 in Dallas, Texas, 28 in Kansas City, 19 in Norman, Nebraska, 17 in Chicago, Illinois, 6 above in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 46 in Seattle, 61 in San Francisco, 76 in Los Angeles, 68 in Las Vegas, 76 in Phoenix, 61 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 31 in Denver, and 51 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Imagine if the Super Bowl were to be played in Minneapolis outdoors, that it'll be the coldest Super Bowl ever. As thank God the Super Bowl is being played indoors at US Bank Stadium, and it's happened once with Super Bowl 26 back in 1992. Alright, let's take a look at the radar satellite loop, the regional radar satellite loop, and it shows some spotty snow showers northeast of Claremont, New Hampshire, and some snow and sleet down around south in Berkshire County in Massachusetts, and some rain showers down 91 for Amherst and Springfield, and coming down to much of Connecticut with some snow and sleet in northwest Connecticut, and the range and the snow and sleet down around Washington and New York, and the rain stretch and all the way down to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and raining down Pittsburgh, and the rain showers stretching all the way down to Tennessee and northern Mississippi and Alabama. And Atlanta snow showers from West Kentucky, centered down I-70 from Cincinnati and Columbus, and stretching in the northwestern PA, down to southwestern to New York, and some lake effect snow showers from Michigan, down to southern and eastern portions of Ontario, down around Buffalo, New York, and northeastern Ontario, down to southern Quebec, and some snow showers in eastern portions of New Brunswick, and rain showers in north central portions of Nova Scotia, and snow showers in the southeastern Missouri, and seeing some patchy rain showers around Utah, southwestern Colorado, and raining around western Washington State and southeastern Washington State, and snowing in the west central portion of Montana and eastern portions of British Columbia. Alright, let's take a look at the future cast. Looking at the future cast radar right now for the moment. And the rain showers will make its way towards the eastern Massachusetts by about 9 o'clock. And then it'll be situated all over eastern Massachusetts by 11 o'clock with some snow in the western hills and western Massachusetts and northwest Connecticut. And then it'll flip to snow Rhode Island by about 2 a.m. in Connecticut and northern New Jersey. And it'll flip to snow for the New York to Boston corridor by about 4 a.m. just in time for the morning commute. And it'll taper off then around 8 a.m. And when the dust settles, temperatures are gonna take a tumble as we could get mainly a coating to perhaps 2 inches possible for much of the region. Alright, and article for tonight will in a Friday morning should lead to another period of wintry precipitation. Before wind chills fall to 0 to 10 below Friday night, a storm system could bring rain to the coast and snow on Sunday and Monday morning, but there will be uncertainty as how far inland the mild air will get. Another storm system may bring more rain and snow Wednesday, and southwest flow continues across the region as weak mid-level ridge continues to push over the northeast and anticipated heights to begin to fall over the next few hours. As per the upper level pushes from the west, area valleys at the middle to lower levels will be slow to saturate, thus anticipate some virga to fall over the next few hours. By the early evening hours, atmosphere should moisten up enough to result in some light showers. The temperatures across the region warm to the mid to upper 40s this afternoon. This takes a good mix of the entirely humid. Temperatures are already beginning to fall, thus and gusty winds this afternoon should subside. A burst of accumulated snow along with a fresh breeze is expected Friday morning rush hour. Rain is expected to develop this evening and then change of snow across western Massachusetts and northwest Connecticut between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Occurring earliest in the high terrain, the rain will have been changed to snow between 3 and 5 a.m. across eastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island. The snow may fall moderate to heavy for a short time, resulting in a quick 1 to 2 inches of snow along with the poor visibility, and there is a low risk for some 3 to 4 inch snow amounts if the rain could change to snow earlier than expected. In addition, temperatures will be falling in the 20s, so a flash freeze will be combined with accumulated snow that results in hazardous travel on the roadways. Unfortunately, this burst of snow along the flash freeze will coincide with the part of the Friday morning rush hour. Motorists should be prepared to head travel. The snow will be coming to an end by 8 a.m. across western Massachusetts, North Connecticut by 10 a.m. across eastern Massachusetts, Rhode Island, but temperatures will be falling in the 20s. Alright, forecast goes like this. For tonight, rain light, then changes to snow in the overnight. Low 29, winds southwest about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Snow accumulating 1 inch is possible. For tomorrow morning, snow then plus 3 and cold, high about 29, low 9 above. Saturday, clear and cold, high 26 about 21 degrees. For Sunday, cloud skies and rain light, high 41 about 32 degrees. And for Monday, morning, rain and snow, then part cloud sky about 39 about 80 degrees. And that is going to be it for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Thursday evening, February 1st, 2018. Viewers will be have a good evening, goodbye day to the North Zoo at 11 o'clock for a late night report. I'll have a good evening with a goodbye day, Jude.